What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I got for your face balls today is some new Spydercos. And so for those that have been watching the last couple videos I put out, I mentioned that I was out of town on a work trip, and I was gone for about 2 weeks. So I really didn't have much of a chance to really post hardly anything at all. So I apologize for that. However, I just got home and we are going to get back in the swing of things. I got a lot of really cool new stuff to show you. But we're going to start with these three Spydercos. Before we get into these, I do have some announcements. This Sunday, Molly and I will be doing a live show at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we are going to kick off the OCD TSA game, the Sharpest Apex. And so we will be picking a steel, and we will be officially starting that game. I've had quite a few people message about it and different things, so it's kind of fun and cool. Should be a good time. And then the other thing is during that live show, we are also going to pick the 3 winners for my 1K giveaway. So I've decided what I'm going to do there is I am going to film a video showing the items that I am giving away. However, I am not going to post that video until I have shipped all the items out and they have receipt, or they have landed at wherever they're going. So, it was kind of a mystery giveaway because some things hadn't come in yet. And yeah, so I think it'll be cool. It'll still be a surprise for the people that win. But after, I have verification that they received their packages, then I will post the videos showing what we actually sent, just because I think, some people will be interested to see what was in there. So anyway, let's move on to these right here. So we got 3 brand new Spydercos that just came out. We're going to kick it off with this one right here. This one happens to be the Delica Zome HAP 40 with SUS or SUS 410. That's not a steel I'm really familiar with. Little shout out to Flossie Carter. Got some poison for the trolls. And here we go. So, pretty cool. The Zome pattern is pretty neat. So, we got this Delica here in HAP 40 and SUS 410. So you can see that it's Sanmai construction, and so it's sandwiched. There's a harder steel that's jacketed. The HAP 40 is harder, and it's jacketed by the SUS 410. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I don't know that one off the top of my head. But here's the paperwork that it comes with. So if you want to check that out, you can pause it right there and read that. Also came with this card right here. Excellent. And then, of course, the normal Spyderco paperwork that comes with every single knife that they manufacture. All right, so pretty cool little knife. Delicas are always cool. They're a little bit overpriced, but cool. All right. So this one here was the Blade HQ exclusive. Some more poison for the trolls. This was the M4 black coated blade with natural Jade G10 Shaman. Really cool knife. And now all these are Collector Club models. Shout out to Omaha Knife. They do a fantastic job there. If you guys are ever looking for any American-made stuff, check out Omaha Knife. They have a great website, and the people there are fantastic. So they have a pretty good selection. Yeah. So there's the Spyderco Shaman. And we've got one more. And this is the one that I wanted to see. I'm not going to show the paperwork for the Shaman. I think everybody's already seen it before. Here is the Spyderco Manix 2 in the new burnt orange and CPM Rex 45. So, pretty badass knife, no doubt. I really enjoy the Manix. It's one of my favorite Spydercos by far. Fully ambidextrous. Ergonomics on this thing are really fantastic. Personally, I like the Manix 2. This is my PM2. I know a lot of people love the PM2, and that's great. But because this is fully ambidextrous, I like the Manix better because I'm left-handed. So, really great knife. And with Rex 45 is even better. So, I've been hearing a ton of people talk about blade steels lately. And, here we have 3 not so normal blade steels or not so common blade steels. However, I sit there and I listen to these people that, one, act like that the whole knife community is forcing them to purchase the latest, greatest thing. And they're freaking out that these steels these people keep saying that these things are coming out so fast that they can't even keep their head straight. I would agree with that with knife models, but not knife steels. I know it seems like there's a lot, maybe just because of the number of manufacturers doing different things. But the reality is that, S35 VN at this point is over 10 years old. So, people were freaking out about S45 VN and acting like it was really pretentious and whatever. And I just don't understand it, I guess, because honestly, name me one other industry that has waited 10 years since its last major. I mean, we can all agree that the blade is really kind of the whole point of a knife. So it's really kind of the most important point of the knife. If the blade sucks, then the rest of it doesn't really matter. And when I say the blade sucks, I'm not saying, that older steels or suck or anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if the blades are not done well, then the rest of it really just doesn't really matter. And so, to me, I just look at it as innovation. Like, every industry is getting better. It's getting more cost effective, improving their processes, manufacturing things cheaper, finding better ways, better materials, lighter weight, stronger, better edge retention, all these things. And so the fact that Spyderco is coming out with some knives in S45 VN and the Spy 27 steels, I'm excited about it. I think it's awesome. Does that mean that those steels are the greatest thing ever? No. I don't know. I've never had either one of those steels in my hand, so I can't speak to it at all, other than I can tell you that I want to try them out. I want to check them out and see what they're like. Is the edge retention better than M4? I don't know, but we're going to find out. And I just think that's cool. We live in this world where cell phones make huge technology advancements like every 3 months or every 6 months. And there's so many people that freak out and have to have the latest, greatest cell phone and the latest, greatest gadget and this and that and whatever. And then now all of a sudden, all the knife industry is bitching and complaining because we have so many options and choices. And I feel like it just, all these guys are the same people that bitched and screamed and said that they had D2 fatigue or 8CR was terrible and it was sucked and whatever. And so then the knife companies shifted and started putting D2 on every freaking thing. And then now, the same people are bitching about that. And I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter what the industry is. If I just want to see continued innovation and things get better, whether that's from a cost standpoint or from an edge retention standpoint or just a material availability whatever it is, what I do know is that when things like S45VN, if it is in fact better and has better edge retention, when these new steels come out and they command a higher price, all that does is make all the lesser steels, or the ones that have been around for a long time, so like CPM S30V, that's been around for I think somewhere close to 20 years. And you know, we're gonna end up being able to buy knives for $40 or $50 that are S30V. What a damn shame. Like, you know, I mean, it just, I don't understand why everybody's freaking out about all these new steels and making all these videos and bad mouthing it. And all, I don't get it. Because all it's going to do is make better steels more affordable. That's it. So instead of knives that are being made with 8CR today, you know, maybe in a year or two, CRKT's main stockpile of steel will be S30V. Who knows? And then, you know, I'm sure all the people that are complaining about 8CR after a year or two of them doing S30V, they'll be complaining about that. So I don't know. I think it's just yeah. Like I said, I applaud the innovation. I want to see new and exciting things. And does it mean that they're always better? Absolutely not. There's unintended consequences of everything. And, you know, as long as they did their testing properly, then I'm going to say they have a pretty good idea of exactly what the outcome's going to be as far as the manufacturers are concerned. But yeah, I mean, you know, just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. However, it shows that people are trying to make better things, which I can't shit on them for that. I think that anybody that's trying to do something better, whether they achieve their goal on the first go or not, is really irrelevant. They're putting their time and effort and money and everything else into trying to make a better product. And I think we should all be thankful for that. That doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy it. That doesn't mean that anybody's twisting your arm to make you purchase something that you don't want. If you don't want it, don't buy it. It's just that simple. But you don't have to badmouth it and you know, shit all over it and just because it's not something that you're super interested in or whatever. So I don't know. I just it's just been something that's kind of getting on my nerves. Everybody that, because I've heard from all these guys that are saying these things and putting these videos out about those items or about those things, I've heard those same exact people say 180 degrees opposite the other way. So I don't know. It just gets old and frustrating. But anyway, I'm certainly not going to crap all over any of the knife manufacturers. They certainly know more about it than I do. And I don't claim to be, you know, more knowledgeable than any of them. Obviously, these companies can figure out their own strategies and what they want to bring to market. I do agree that right at this point in time, we have an insane amount of knives coming out of China. And, you know, even a bunch of new startup companies here in the US that are making knives in China. I wish that they would be more selective on the designs instead of just throwing everything out there. You know, actually make all good ones instead of, you know, just trying to bring out 10 a month or whatever they're doing. But again, that's their strategy. And, you know, I'm a knife collector or knife nerd, if you will. And so my point of view is vastly different than your average person that is just looking to pick up a pocket knife. So, you know, those companies' worldwide sales, you know, which obviously sales are going to drive their whole strategy, whatever they're going after. And if they're selling a ton of knives, then, you know, I'm going to guess they're going to keep doing what they're doing. So only when sales are affected are they going to, you know, change and do something different. But anyway, enough bitching out of me. So there's some new Spydercos. Like I said, this Sunday, I might post another video between now and Sunday. This Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to do the picks for the live or the 1K giveaway, and that'll be live. We're going to pick those live, and then and there'll be 3 winners. And then we're also going to do the official kickoff or start off video for OCD's TSA, the Sharpest Apex game. All right, guys, that's all I had for your face balls today. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope my bitching and complaining wasn't too terrible for you. But have a good one, and we will catch you next time. Thanks.